And welcome back. So, last time we defeated the witch hut, and we have enough components to craft some hexen trophy necklaces. So we might as well get cracking on that. We also have enough legendary beast components for a couple of items here, so we could make another mountain helm. We already have one of these, but we need a great helm in order to do so. Could also make a nacho helm. Don't believe I've ever made one. Grants the gruesome feast active skill. We'll need a bassinet for that. Could also make a redback helm, which grants poison immunity and grants the webcast active skill. Need a barbute helmet and a simple hood for that one. We also have enough for, well, rock unhold armor or whatever this is called. There's actually no title or description for this. Well, the description is there, but we don't know what this is called officially. We need a breastplate armor to craft that one. So a bunch of things that we could make, at least if we buy or find the necessary components. But for now, let's just craft these hexen trophy necklaces. We also need to repair, do a bit of salvaging. Let's actually assign a healer as well, I think. Might be unnecessary, but let's do so anyway. And let's camp. Alright, we also have 2 open slots in the roster. Since Malabod and Wolram perished. So we will be looking for some replacements there. We only have one ultimate goal left, officially speaking. That is the Kraken. Don't believe we'll head there in this episode just yet, but it is going to happen relatively soon, I think. At least if we can actually do it without the game crashing as we attempted. Anywho, so our inventory is basically full, right? Well, basically, yeah. So what we will do is head towards Brookstad again to offload our junk. Let's see, this is a big necromancer lair. There's Sir Vincent the Blackhearted here. Well, let's destroy it. Let's destroy Sir Vincent and his little helpers. And the lineup is fine, everything's repaired, etc. Should be a pretty easy fight, despite multiple necromancers. 22 enemies. Let's increase the combat speed to the maximum here. So basically a pretty easy fight, but it will take a bit of time. Let's see. Well, seems like there's only 2 necromancers. So not too bad. Just advance. The forest terrain also will prolong the fight a little bit. Only a few of us have Pathfinder. So yeah, I need to remember to actually look at the equipment that we need, or keep it in mind, and when we visit a place with a weaponsmith or an armorsmith, well, armorsmith, we're not crafting any weapons, are we? I don't think so. So any place with an armorsmith, we'll need to take a look at the components needed. And probably just buy those components instead of killing brigands, though I could do that as well. Not that we really need the items we can craft from them, but suppose even a little bit of help will be welcome. Especially since I've never crafted a few of them. Basically autopiloting this fight because there's no challenge here. Which I don't mind currently. Might as well use the nets, even though we don't need to use them. Oh, what? Why can I not hit this one? I'm right next to two zombies and only one of them is attackable. Well, that's a weird bug. Weird bug. Quite weird indeed. The annoying thing with this fight is that we'll get a bunch of loot and we'll have to do some inventory management again. All right. Making progress. Oh, now we can attack this one. Let's see. Can we move past this already? 75. They have backstabber. Now we should be able to. Just equip the reach axe here. One of the necromancers is actually fleeing. Which I don't blame him at all. This can only end one way. Okay, 7 enemies left. And yeah, like I was saying, I need to try to remember to actually purchase the components that we need for the stuff that we can craft, which I might forget. It's very possible that I forget that. So I might need to like mark it down in here what we need at some point. Get whipped. Alright. 9 enemies. Six enemies. How did Fulk end up all the way over here? Well, I must have autopiloted him there. It's the only rational explanation. Oh, once again, I can't attack with Chloe. Very weird. That is very weird. Don't know what's going on. Oh well. Alright. One zombie, one necromancer remain. Just a zombie now. Don't have Pathfinder, sadly. Okay. There we go, get a couple of level ups. Yon gets a level, Fulk gets a level. Get a famed shield, hooray. Get a full inventory as well. Okay, let's dump a few things here on the ground. Let's see, let's see. Okay, that's probably good enough. Alright, and since our inventory is full, I think we'll just head to Brookstad now instead of looking for more fights. But let's level Yon to level 22. Reaches 110 melee skill, 54 melee defense. And I think I'd like to have more fatigue still. Let's level up fatigue there. Fulk gets a level, gets a perk point as well. And let's take initiative, I suppose. And which perk do we want? Probably quick hands. So we can switch between these two axes at will. Sure. Probably never getting Berserk on him, actually. Since he didn't get Battle Flow. Could have picked Recover at some point, I guess. Let's mark the quick hands down here. Like so. And we should be ready to move immediately. Let's just head to Steinforst. Check the recruits there, if nothing else. Also, Fulk, being a team player, grants us this event. Fulk is the best. Alright, here we are, check the recruits. Here's a guy with hate for beasts, but he's pretty bad, so let's leave him be. Here's Barend, the wild man. Has kind of bad / annoying traits, but well, objectively I guess they're not that bad, they're just slightly bad. Has pretty good star distribution, 3 stars fatigue, 2 stars melee skill, 1 star melee defense. Let's check them out. Strip you naked. Okay, well, we can immediately see that the melee defense is just horrible. Melee skill is acceptable, will reach 90 plus eventually. Doesn't get berserk, which is a bit sad with the pool of fatigue like that. Other than that, the perk selection seems pretty nice. The melee defense is a problem though. So yeah, this guy is usable, but he's not stellar. Guess we'll keep him around for a little bit at least, see how he rolls. I could take initiative stuff even without stars. We get alert and we get perfect fit. It's definitely nimble, I think. Definitely Colossus and student. Just pick back to basics immediately as well. It's good for training and it's very good for the +5 melee defense every time we take a hit. Which will be pretty often with this melee defense. And I am a certified resilient lover, so let's take a resilient. Especially on a nimble character. Probably take underdog as well. Sure. Now we just need to decide if we are actually going for initiative or not. So if we go initiative, that is a lot of perks that we need to make it work. Perfect fit and alert, dodge, probably relentless, probably freedom of movement as well. So yeah, that is quite an investment. But let's start out by taking hit points and melee skill, melee defense. Also gets mind over body with fortified mind. And rebound. So this guy could potentially be an indomitable spammer as well. But if we do that, then we're not dealing damage, which is kind of wasting the melee skill. Just taking maces would be pretty good, I think, because that kind of offsets the poor melee defense a little bit. If we can stun or daze our opponents. Yeah, so this guy is basically like Volram number 2. Could take weak hands. Lots of things we could do here. I think we'll take the resolve. I think I'll ignore the initiative for the most part. Not sure if that's the right call, but we have like plenty of stats we'd like to boost. And without stars in the initiative, it's a bit like... It's not that effective, even with alert and perfect fit. But we can do something with mind over body for sure, because we have fortified mind. Okay, here I'll take hit points. I mean, we could also go light. That means we could take balance for plus 15 melee defense. That's perfectly acceptable. So let's leave this open. In that case, we do want some initiative. Maybe. Have to have at least 70 initiative. We will gain some from perfect fit, of course. We probably will take perfect fit even if we aren't going full initiative. Just for the fatigue cost reduction. In any case, I think this roll should be resolve instead of fatigue. Because of the mind over body. And I'll take the +4 resolve as well. And what we'll do with this guy is mind over body plus something. We shall see. Let's give him some gear immediately. We have a lot of stuff here. Let's give him some nimble stuff. If I can find it. We should have Walram's stuff here somewhere. I think this might be one of... No, it isn't. This thing, yeah, this thing seems to be, or this thing. What we are looking for. 135.4. 103 minus 3. Well, doesn't make a huge difference whichever it is. Now we need to find Walram's actual armor. We have so much stuff. Oh, seems this is it. Okay. Let's give him the Desert Basher. And... guess a couple of nets. Okay. We need tools. Could buy some more tools. Let's buy all of them. There is enough food, it seems, so we can move on. Right, head to Brookstad. And now that I remember, let's actually assign the new guy to the training grounds. But keep moving. Oh yeah, does the guy get perfect focus? Let's see. He does. Okay, so we could possibly do something with that. Yeah, that seems good. And I'll decide later if we take lithe or nimble. But yeah, if we find like a -3 fatigue cost weapon, we can do a lot with mind over body, perfect focus, perfect fit, and a lot of fatigue, even from the back line. So we could even take polar mastery if we find the right kind of polearm. Like this thing is already pretty good. It has -3 fatigue cost. Sadly, the other enhanced attribute is lowered weight. But yeah, we can do something nice with that actually. So let's mark that down there. Do we get backstabber? We do. So that could help us hit things, which we might not need with the 90+ melee skill eventually, but we shall see. But yeah, that's one thing to consider here. Well, not well. What I mean to say is, if we had gone initiative as well, that would be way too many stat points and perk points that we'd need to unlock everything that we'd like. Can't do everything with everyone. Have to prioritize. Okay, here we are, Brookstad. Let's check the recruits here as well. Nope. 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 Okay. And there are a couple of people here who do have the hate for beasts. We could check out Zygmunt here, which, well, or whom we left earlier. This is quite a bit of money, but then again, we have so much of it, it doesn't matter. The stars are pretty bad, though. I'll leave all of these guys here. Okay, so let's go on a selling spree. Selling price is 21. That's pretty nice. Okay, don't need nacho parts. I'll leave one of each, I guess. Probably don't need so many redback poison glands either. I'll keep the rock unhold hides for sure. Lindworm bones, I'll sell most of them, as well as the scales. Okay. I'll sell the crappier famed gun. We'll keep the better one, though it's pretty unlikely we'll ever find a gun user or even care if we find one, as the run is nearing its end. Okay, lots of famed weapons we have here. Guess I'll keep all of them. And though I probably shouldn't keep all of them. I've repaired those. I will keep the obsidian dagger, even though I don't really think we'll be ever using it. Keep on selling. Okay. Alright, so that should be most of it. We still have over 300 items in the inventory though. I don't think we'll be using strange mushrooms unless we use them in the Kraken fight. Which I definitely could do that. Guess I'll keep them just for that. Sell some goblin poison though. This thing we don't need. Or that. Or this. I don't think we even want these orc shields, even though as far as orc shields go, they are pretty good. I'll sell them. Alright. Okay, good enough. There's a caravan contract available. Webnecked contract available. Which we might kind of need to do if we ever want to unlock the redback spider contract. Let's see how we're doing with that. So Jon has it. He's at 7%. Herman is at also 7%. Sami has it. He's at 10%. Okay, well, sure. It's going to be easy. Let's do it just to advance the legendary contract threshold. Alright, so it's over here. Is this the lineup we want? Let's quickly check. Do we want Frirek? Doesn't have resilient. Not that it's going to matter all that much anymore. Since we're not facing redback spiders, just regular webneckeds. So let's go with what we have. Okay. I'll keep the combat speed up for now at least. Okay, let's slaughter some arachnids. Very easy contract, especially since it's day 500 plus and everyone's like level 20 or something. I'll actually destroy the webnecked X here instead of attacking the webnecked itself. So I could have done that because of Berserk. Just send Sami and Fury out here. Serhilda can accompany them. So hopefully we can actually... Oh, that was a misclick. Well, a mispress. So hopefully we can actually unlock the Redback Spider contract pretty soon, because grinding these easy contracts is quite tedious, to be frank. Don't know why I made that move, but whatever. Okie dokie. Keep on killing spooders. Yes, run off. That's what you should have done in the first place. As soon as you saw us approaching. Alright. Well, at least it won't take that long to do these contracts. Okay, definitely not going to chase them, so... Probably just end turn with most of our people. There is one cluster of eggs here. Alright, 3 enemies remain. Let's quickly get through this. Okay. And there we go. Good, good, good. So the good news is that we are all the closer to unlocking the Redback Spider contract. The bad news is that I don't think we are there just yet. At 11% on Sami. Okay, well, we'll just have to do this as we see them. Okay, some brawling. Okay, let's take the caravan contract, well, after we've sold a few things. Also, I don't need adrenaline glands. I'll keep one, though. Okay. Let's take the caravan contract. I guess we'll scout. Still crafting. Don't need a healer. Right, let's go 8 times speed. We see brigands, but they're scared, as they should be. We see more brigands. These ones are not scared, but they should be. They have a thug among them, so they're going to be summarily slaughtered as they attack us. Now that I remember, let's give Serhilda some nets. And let's actually let her sit out. Bring Pum in for this. And why not bring Frirak as well? Let's let Farouk sit out. Okay. I'll also, now that I remember, start crafting or add some of these reinforced throwing nets into the queue. We can add some more as long as we actually have them in the inventory. So let's add some to the inventory there. Keep fumbling and stumbling with my words today. Let's see. So 11. Okay, 5. There we go. It's going to take 20 hours. And let's kill these fools. It's going to be a very quick and easy fight. And since it is a caravan fight, they will also be the aggressors here, which is nice. Also, yeah, we have the damn Brigand legendary contract unlocked, but we still haven't seen it. It's been a long while since we unlocked it. Okay, we can just autopilot this fight. Okay, let's move Pum in. To there, I suppose. Get a kill. And since this fight is basically a cakewalk, I'll keep the combat speed at the maximum. Okay, this one is fleeing. Just kill the guy already. Guess we could use disarm if we really care. Yes, rotate in there. You are surely going to make a difference, Mr. Master Archer. Never give up, I say. Keep fighting the good fight. Okay. Well, it was a noble effort to save the marksman, but ultimately ended in failure. Right. There we go. Thank you for the XP, I suppose. Not as thrilled about all this garbage. But even so, I will pick it up. Yeah, let's keep doing things. Alright, let's keep moving. And we've made it. Pierre has completed training and gains determined, which is okay. Let's equip these nets on the donkeys again. Mark down that Pierre has completed training. And give him, I suppose, rebound. Sure. Can now spam Indomitable forever, as long as he doesn't break. Which might happen since we don't have back to basics to get us out of that bind at some point. Farouk has also leveled up, is now level 18. What do we want? I guess we'll take melee skill here. Don't really need more hit points, not with the Ijirok armor being a thing. So we could take resolve or initiative. Or even fatigue maybe, but eh. Let's take initiative. Serhilda has also leveled, is now level 20. Let's take hit points. There we go. And now let's check what kind of equipment we found. We've also... Okay, here's the Brigand contract. Brigand Army, legendary. Fearful talk abounds that all the brigand gangs have united under a dangerous new leader. Even the fucking nobility look worried. Okay. But first, let's check the recruits. This Hedge Knight might have been pretty good. Did get mind over body. Oh well. Okay, here's Kraka, the Oath Taker. 2-star melee defense, 1-star resolve. Probably good enough. Let's see. Sadly, we don't see mind over body to make use of this 1-star resolve. Let's check the others before we decide. Here's also Ono, the retired soldier, who just might be good enough, maybe. Maybe. Probably check the retired soldier first, and then let them go if they're not up to our standards. Okay, so we have Ono and we have Kraka. So Ono here does get Mind Over Body. Does he get Fortified Mind? Don't see it. So that's a shame. I also don't see Colossus, which is a bit of a problem, perhaps. So we could just make this guy Battle Forged if we take him. No stars in melee defense, also a bit of a problem. Well, we have enough money. Let's check how he rolled, I think. Despite it being pretty unlikely that we'll keep him around. 62 melee skill, 11 starting melee defense. Only 38 hit points without Colossus. Okay, well that's pretty bad. Resolve is pretty good, but the lack of Fortified Mind still means that we might never be able to make good use out of Mind Over Body. Even with the star there. Unless we like go full on, all in on Resolve. So let's level him up to level 6 and see how he rolls. But I think we'll let this guy go, because we can do better. Okay, so he is usable, definitely usable, but is he good enough to keep around? Is the question here. Will reach a moderate amount of melee skill. Melee defense will be bad. Will be helped by back to basics. And perhaps immovable object though. Underdog is available. Shields are available, but I don't think I want another shield using character. I think he's just lacking a little bit. If he had Fortified Mind available, we might be more inclined to keep him around. Because Mind Over Body plus Fortified Mind is just so good. So yeah, if this were earlier on in the run, or if we had lost more people, then we would keep this guy. But as it stands, let's let him go, I think. Let's pay him 10 bucks for his time and his clothes. And let's check out Kraka here for almost 12,000. Right. Strip you naked, as usual. Okay, so stat-wise, he's pretty good. 54 hit points while being female is quite nice. 66 starting melee skill. Could even roll up to 90 plus if we get lucky with the melee skill. 13 starting melee defense, quite nice, and we'll reach 40 plus. Well, up to like 50 in the end. Has a nice selection of perks. I think this is probably good enough. The sad part is that we didn't get Mind Over Body, but oh well. Can do something like Battle Flow, Berserk, Vengeance. Probably take Battle Forged. Underdog. Colossus back to basics. Steel Brow. It's 9 perks there. Killing Frenzy. Maybe Muscularity, depending on what weapon we take. Can go hammers, flails, maces, axes. Probably don't want to do two-handed swords. Could also go cleavers. But cleavers are quite stamina intensive, so probably not. Can't do duelist. So probably like a hammer or a mace. Both of which are very useful. Let's call her a Battleforged trainee. Take back to basics first, then take Colossus. Deselect those. Take Steel Brow. Take Brawny, next level up, I think. Alright. Could have even done, or could still maybe do something with initiative, starting 100 at 109. We get dodge and alert. But I think I'll just go with the Battleforged route. We don't get resilient either. It's a bit of a shame. Let's take hit points there. And either resolve or fatigue. I think we'll take resolve. Okay, +3 melee skill, good. And another +3. Nice. Let's take hit points here. Alright. Now we have a full roster again. Couple of promising recruits. Let's give you like a pike for now. And some Battleforged armor. 400 plus. 51 fatigue, 48. Okay, and a helmet. It's probably good enough. Right. Now let's take a look at the weaponsmith. Couple of fencing swords available. Decent reach hammer available, which might be usable if we fight rock unholds again, at least. There's also a spear, which is meh. A decent S-stock. We were looking for an S-stock for a long time. I think we'll buy this. See how it does with Herman. And let's take a look at the fencing swords. This one's okay. Enhanced damage and plus 11% initiative. This one is almost the same roll, slightly worse though. So we could give, who is it, Frirek, a fencing sword as well, so we would have 3 fencers. Might as well. Launch is a good ability. The problem is that it's very stamina intensive. Frirek does have access to mind over body, but doesn't have fortified mind. Doesn't have battle flow, so that might be an issue. Even so, let's just buy the better one of these fencing swords here and give it to Frirek. Okay. 3 fencers. Also jätestock. Give that to Herman straight away. So we now have the great launch ability, which does cost a lot of fatigue. Thankfully we have battle flow to help with that. And as we start running out of fatigue, we might switch into the Swayhander. Maybe. Great Slash is 10 fatigue. We might pick up Rebound at the next level up. So we can always do 2. And if we get a kill, Battle Flow will guarantee a 3rd one with Berserk. Right, let's check the armorer next. We'll skip this one. Pretty bad roll. I think this go up to 10% though, I might be wrong. Also it's 50,000 crowns, so kind of steep. Okay, excellent nimble helmet. 114 durability for 2 fatigue. Yoink. This thing we can leave behind, I think. Goodbye, like a battle-forged helmet, but don't really need to. Alright, but I am mostly or most happy about with what we found here with the Brigand Army Legendary contract. So we can finally do that. But it's been over an hour, so we'll do that next episode. And as long as I remember, I can also probably buy some components we need for our crafting duties. So a great helmet list for the rock unhold helmet layer. But I will do all of that on my own time. So yeah, next time we'll tackle some brigands again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.